We're joined today by Brooke Peters and Merrick Hebert, and they've got something amazing coming up this weekend. It's an iced tea sale, but this isn't just your average iced tea sale. This is now going on for multiple years. Brooke, this all started with you and your cousin. Tell us a little bit, for those who have never attended this iced tea stand, what it's all about.
When we were younger, our siblings always went to camp, and we weren't able to because we were too young. I was 7 and my cousin was 9, and so for fun we wanted to do an iced tea stand, and we had a bunch of family members going through cancer at the time, so we decided it would be a good idea to raise it for cancer. So after we did our first year, we kind of like, hey, that was fun. Let's do it again. So it built and built, and this is now year 7. And last year we raised $17,100 for a little girl. Her name's Ruby, who is going through cancer. So yeah, it's grown to be this big thing, and it's amazing to just see the community come together to help support one family.
That is unbelievable. From iced tea sales. Of course,
Yeah,
there's also some other baked goods and whatnot that you sell. $17,000. How amazing is it to see that kind of money coming
yeah,
in?
it was amazing. It's kind of mind blowing, like because in the last 7 years we've raised $56,000 in total. So it's kind of just like a bit overwhelming.
Now, what's interesting about this year is, Merrick, some of those funds actually went towards you and your own fight with cancer. Why
Yeah.
did you decide to hop on board this year, and how does it feel to be on this side of things?
It feels good. 3 years ago, they did an iced tea stand for me, and because 4 years ago I was diagnosed with cancer, so since they helped me, I'm helping them back.
How important is it for kids your age to get involved and to give back, just like what you said, Merrick?
It is very important to me.
How about for you, Brooke? Why is it so important to start young? Like you started when you were really young
Yeah.
doing this. Why is it so important?
I don't know. I think it's just when you get to like give them the money at the end and seeing like it's almost like they forget about all the crappy situations that are going on, and they just like get blessed with this money, and just seeing the kid who's going through something like so horrible with a massive smile on his face. I don't know. It's nice to be able to bless one family, even if yeah.
Well, how amazing is it now, Brooke, for you to have Merrick by your side? You raised funds for him, and now you have him helping you at the stand. What is that like for you?
It's really awesome to see. Like I'm hoping that that'll catch on because like I don't want it to like stop when I stop, you know. I want it to keep going and like still be there even when I'm too old. So seeing like kids younger than me that have been through all of this stepping in to help with the stand is just like I couldn't ask for better. It's exactly what we wanted.
You want to keep this legacy going.
Yeah.
Now, you every year have a different child that you pick. Tell us a little bit about how that all comes to be.
We typically try and find people local to us so we can meet with them. So, and if we aren't able to find anybody local, we'll reach out to candlelighters, and they can like help us find somebody to raise for. So this year we found a family in Vita. His name is Elliot, and he's 4.5. He was diagnosed in October with a Wilms tumor, and so it was on his kidney, and they removed his left kidney, and then they found 2 more spots on his lungs, and they were able to remove one spot, and they're hoping that treatment's going to remove the other one. And he actually just had a stem cell transplant, so he's still recovering from that. But yeah.
Now the proceeds from this year's stand will go towards Elliot then. Do you have a goal for this year?
I mean, our goal every year is always to raise more than the last year, but we've raised $17,000, so I feel like at some point it's gotta go at a standstill a little bit. But I'm always hopeful that we'll raise more than last year.
For those who have never attended, tell us what they can expect.
Um, Merrick's smiling face. um, yeah. It's what? Oh yeah.
We are selling brownies, pumpkin bars, cookies, iced tea, lemonade, canned pop, which is new, hoodies, which are new, t-shirts, and lanyards.
There is plenty of options. It's not just iced tea.
Yeah, no, it is not just iced tea. And another thing we're doing this year is we actually partnered with Rocco's. So you're able to, at the stand, you can order take and bake pizzas, and then we can deliver, or you can come pick them up. So,
Merrick,
yeah.
what are you looking forward to the most being a part of this year's sale?
Just helping out.
That is awesome.
It feels nice to help out.
It always does, doesn't it? I agree with that. That is definitely true. Brooke, do you have any memorable moments? You've been a part of this the entire time that really stand out from the iced tea stand over the years.
I think, like, for me, the most like mind-boggling moments were like when I was, because I'm always doing the money at the iced tea stand because yeah, and there was one year we had someone come up to the stand and asked, like, can I just have one oatmeal raisin cookie? And we're like, okay, like, yeah, sure. And then he ended up giving like $500 for that one cookie. And then there's people that I would like, there was one lady who just walked by, dropped off a check for, was it yeah, it was $1,000. She just dropped off a check and walked away. And then I had to like, it was like, I had to yell to the street, like, hey, do you want anything? And she's like, no, I'm good, thank you. And she just walks away. Like, it's so crazy to see how many people are willing to give so much for one family. I think that's just the best part.
It's beautiful to see that generosity.
Hmm.
For our listeners that want to check this out, who want to support what's going on, when and where is all of this taking place?
It is at 418 Walnut Street in Steinbach, and it's on July 24th and 25th, 10 to 6.
Thank you so much for your time, and we do appreciate you making time for us this morning.
No problem.